Well, here I am, 60 years old, and somehow still not completely sure how to fold a fitted sheet. But in those 6 decades, I've picked up a thing or two, mostly by accident, and if I'm being honest, it was mostly through trial and error. So let me take you on a journey through my wisdom, also known as things I realized when I wasn't looking. Lesson 1. Time really flies, but it's okay to hit pause. You know, when I was 20, I thought I had all the time in the world. I'm young. I said, the world is my oyster. Turns out that oyster has been in the fridge for too long, and now it's more like a chewy clam. But here's what I learned. Time is this sneaky thing. It's like your phone. When you try to make a phone call, 1% battery, then poof, it's gone. The key is to take breaks. Don't feel guilty about stopping. In fact, if I could give you advice, it would be start napping at 2 p.m. Trust me. Lesson 2. Don't take yourself too seriously. Somewhere in my 30s, I realized I was taking life so seriously, I could have been hired as a personal trainer for my own anxiety. If you're stressed out about every little thing, you'll miss the funny stuff. Like, remember that time I tried to fix my car's air conditioning by watching a YouTube tutorial? Let me tell you, it was less fixing and more mysteriously damaging other parts of the car. But hey, I learned that not everything requires a perfect solution. Sometimes it's enough to just make it through the day with all your limbs intact. Lesson 3. Relationships are complicated, but don't overthink them. Here's the thing about relationship. You spend your 20s thinking you'll find the perfect person, and then you find out that the perfect person has bad habits, like eating the last piece of pizza without asking. What I've learned is this: you don't have to be perfect, and neither do they. Be open, be honest, and when someone offers you pizza, just say yes. No one remembers the details of an argument, but everyone remembers the pizza. Lesson 4. The secret to happiness is, it's mostly cake. I've spent hours, maybe even days, pondering the secret to happiness. I'll tell you what I came up with. Cake. The answer is cake. That's it. No one has ever had a bad time with cake. It's universally loved. And if you're ever down, just eat a slice. It doesn't solve anything, but it sure makes everything feel better for about 15 minutes. If life is a roller coaster, cake is the safety bar that keeps you from falling off. Plus, you get to lick the frosting off your fingers, which is probably the closest we come to pure joy in this world.
Cake, cake, yummy treat, soft and fluffy, can't be beat. Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry.
Lesson 5. Don't wait for a perfect moment. In my 40s, I've kept waiting for the perfect time to do stuff. Oh, I'll travel when I have more money. I'll start working out when I'm less busy. Yeah, that didn't happen. Guess what? There's no such a thing as a perfect moment. The perfect moment is just the one you decide to make perfect. So buy the plane ticket, take the dance class, or if you're like me, decide that your new hobby is pretending to be an expert in something you never tried before. I recommend watercolor painting. as it's all about making splashes and pretending it was intentional. Lesson 6. You can't control everything, but you can control your snack choices. I used to think I could control everything. Turns out life has a way of reminding you that you're not in charge. But there's one thing you can control: what goes into your mouth. You're having a bad day, reach for chips. You've had an argument, chocolate. Seriously, I don't care what anyone says. Snack foods are magical and they'll never let you down. I mean, when is the last time a cookie lied to you? Never. Lesson 7. The best thing you can do is be kind and don't forget to laugh. The one thing I've learned after all these years is that kindness is everything. You never know what people are going through, so a smile or compliment can really turn someone's day around. And laughing, oh, you've got to laugh. Even if it's at your own expense. Trust me, I've tripped over more things than I can care to admit, and the best thing to do is laugh it off. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you're just a walking disaster waiting to happen. And who wants to be that person? So, what I've learned in 60 years, well, I learned that life doesn't always turn out the way you expected, but that doesn't mean it's not worth living. I've learned that the people who laugh the most are usually the ones who are secretly the most confused. I've learned that no matter how you get, there's always room for cake, a nap, and a little bit of kindness. And most importantly, I've learned that it's okay to not have everything figured out. Just keep showing up, keep laughing, and don't forget to eat your snacks. And that, my friend, is the 60-year wisdom, condensed in 15 minutes, which I'm sure is still longer than it needs to be. Thank you, and remember, eat the cake.